This is the hiking trailer that I made, and I just wanted to make a little video about it in case you wanted to make your own, and so you can improve on the design and maybe avoid some of the pitfalls that I came across. So I'll show you what I did. I'll just take these off so you can see. So this was inspired by a bit of failed cycle touring trip, and also YouTube by Matt from Canberra. This is just based on that design. Taking, I guess, a small mountain bike. I think that was a good size for the wheel. I don't know about using a smaller wheel or a larger wheel, but I think that this is a good size because it means that I could get over reasonably large steps. I think a smaller wheel would have made that harder, and a larger one would mean that the centre of gravity is just a little bit too high. So what I've basically done is taken the bike frame and cut it up to the essential bits and kept the pannier rack on it, but then used a bit of scrap aluminium that was fairly well reinforced. It had this bead down here. I don't even know where it came from, just somewhere in the shed. But so attached that there so that I could get the second pair of panniers on the front. I had to notch that out so that the little clips from the panniers would fit over there. When I first did that, I found that it didn't have enough rigidity, like it was going side to side too much. So I just got this block of wood and cut a hole out for the old seat stem to go there, and then just screwed the bit of aluminium into it. So that gave it a good bit of rigidity. Same for like down here. I ended up needing something down here so that these front panniers wouldn't hit the tyre. So just the old what would you call this? Anyway, it's from the seat seat post. It kind of served just to put there. Not the most lightweight thing, but that was fine. Yeah, that's it for the back. Really, I just kind of chopped off anything that was excess weight, and then at the front, I ummed and ahed about keeping the handlebar stem the right way up or putting it upside down. At the end of the day, I think it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. I don't think it really made much of a difference. And then, so it was nice that this mountain bike already had a kind of adjustable handlebar stem that was handy. And then for the handles, I got this bit of steel bent up. Now the process of getting the right shape was a bit fiddly, and I did do some experiments with PVC conduit, which was handy because it meant, you know, you can have a go. I don't have a steel bender in the workshop, but PVC is easier to work with if you have a bending spring, or if you don't, then you can just get the elbows and play around with the shape, or you can heat it up and mould it. It's not rigid enough to be a long-term solution, but the PVC is good for just getting the shape right. I still don't think that this shape is totally perfect, but you could kind of play around with that as much as you like. I thought about putting brakes on. It doesn't need brakes though. Even when you're going down a steep hill, just the weight of it just goes into your hips and slows it down. It's just not an issue. And having these handlebars long, I just kept them long because I wasn't sure where to cut them off, but I ended up just keeping them long because when you're walking along, sometimes it's nice to have a bit of variability. You can have a backpack and attach these to the waist strap of the backpack. Then you can go a little bit hands-free. There's still a bit of side-to-side movement, but yeah. The one variation that I would put on this was, this was pretty much good except for parts of tracks where there were big rocks or like lots of rocks to get around. So for example, if you're familiar with Wilson's Prom, it went on a trip to, was it Waterloo Bay, Little Waterloo Bay, and got through most of it fine, except the last little bit around the rocks. Had to take these off and get friends to help me across the creek and things like that. And also my lovely husband, who's behind the camera at the moment, at times would lift up the back over bigger rocks and things like that. So one thing that would have helped with that is just to handle out the back, because otherwise he was kind of having to bend over and lift up that. So handle out the back for your friend to help you lift over. But yeah, other than that, I'm pretty happy with just like the size of the tyre, the general thing. You can play around with the handlebars, but other than that, it's pretty good.